What did you see that we perhaps didn't see in that fight?
Oh, mate, can't give too much away, right? I think, you know.
I respect you as a person, as a professional. I'm just fighting for my dreams.
All right, you guys.
Respect, please. Okay?
Yeah.
He took advantage of taking a photo with the belt, and
Dios está conmigo. Es hora de cumplir el sueño. Voy a ganar de forma espectacular. They're gonna tell you you can do it. They're gonna knock you down and doubt you. But guess what? The only person you need to achieve anything in this life, it's yourself. Just trust yourself, work tirelessly, have faith, and everything is possible. Look at me. Look at me now.
There's a El Matador. He is running away from Magoo at 145. Tell him sign the gun contract. I'm right here. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the best of all.
Said that you are confident you're going to knock Max Holloway out simply because you are Ilia Topuria. But Ilia, Jeremy Stephens, Yair Rodriguez, Alexander Volkanovski, Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, none of them were able to knock out Max Holloway.
You didn't mention Ilia Topuria. He's different. He's different. Ilia is different. I told you, I bring the evolution of the game.
You've said you're going to point to the ground in the first 10 seconds. Now, Ilia, we know you as a very smart fighter, a very intelligent boxer. Do you have what it takes to stand in the middle and swing in a wild brawl like that?
Of course. I want to do the same exact thing he did in UFC 300. I was thinking like, I could do it in the last 10 seconds of the fight, but we're never going to have the last round and the last 10 seconds because I'm going to finish him before that. So I want to do it for the fans.
Ilia, you have now beat and knocked out Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway back to back. What do you want next? I mean, Diego Lopez is in the arena right now. Alexander Volkanovski wants a rematch. What do you want next? Turn around. Turn around, Ilia.
I want to hug both of them. I want to hug both of them. Swear to God.
Did you know when you first started training, when you first started doing MMA, that you were going to fight professionally?
Yeah, since the first day. So my mindset always was the same, exactly the same as I have right now. I'm like, if someone did it, I also can do it. And if no one did it, I can be the first one to do it. There are two types of champions for me. Like, there are champions who prepare themselves to win, and there are the other ones who prepare themselves to dominate. I prepare myself not to win because I know that I'm going to win. I want to win in fashion. I want to dominate. I want to maul people. I want people to be entertained. I want people to be like, wow, I'm happy that I spent the money this Saturday night going watch this guy. This is what I want. You can have all the muscles in the world, but if you are not mentally strong, because that's a so specific moment, when you are in the backstage, you need your mind so badly. You need it more than your body sometimes. Because, as I told you, you can have all the muscles in the world, but you need this muscle as strong as possible, you know?
And if you know...
I'm a God believer, and my mindset is like, of course I want to win. I prepare myself to win. But if he destroys my plans, it's because maybe my plans could destroy me. So I don't want to have anything because I want to have it. If he decides it, if God decides to give it to me, I accept it. I will do everything to get it because I decided from all my heart. And if he says that if I desire it, I have the faith, I will get it every day. What you do in your daily habits, it what makes the difference, right? Because we can decide our future, but we can decide our habits, and our habits decide our future.
Yes, yeah. And he's got to remember, you know, what happened when he came back from boxing and then fought Dustin Poirier.
It depends who he's going to face. Because
right.
if you put him against me, he needs to die and be burned again. You are going to see me at 155 that I'm going to touch someone and I'm going to take his lights out. Even if I don't need to touch his chin. I just touch his head and it will explode. Of course, I always try to develop my skills. I always try to have more abilities because at the end of the day, your skills make you rich, right? Not the money. Because if you don't have the skills, you don't have the right mentality, you are poor. So I all the time try to develop my skills and my abilities. And I'm gonna sound a little bit repetitive, but I always prefer to think about, to have the kind of thoughts that make me feel happy, that empowers me. Because I feel fear, of course I do. But both of them, fear and faith, demand you to believe that you never solve. I always prefer to believe in something that makes me feel happy. You win the medals in the training. You just go to collect them in the fight. So this is like my mentality, I think so. I work so hard. I know everything that I did everything that I could, and there's no way that I'm not gonna walk out from that octagon with the victory. If I prepare for 6 months, like only boxing, I don't do anything about wrestling, about I don't know, knees, elbows, grappling, whatever. Only boxing, bro, put me whoever you want in front of me. Whoever. Me personally, I would ask him like, what's your favorite submission? Whatever, I don't know. Dark joke. I'm gonna submit you with that.
This is a guy that's trained and coached by Khabib, who, 28-0, stories that he's never lost a round in his life.
I take him close to Khabib. I will submit him closer to Khabib.
You'll submit him in front of Khabib?
Yeah.
Where does that power come from?
From God. He gives me that power. Because of course I work hard, I work very, very hard, and I feel that I don't only work the hard way, I work the smart way also. But I see also many guys working really hard, doing everything that they can, but they don't have this power. So the conclusion is that the power comes from God.
It's from God.
At some point, I will connect that punch, and everything will depend on what God will decide. If He wants to go, if He wants to send Islam to sleep or not, who knows that? I know that.
Didn't you say you want to submit him?
Yeah, I can also submit him. To be honest, I always say that I represent the new generation of mixed martial arts, and what that means. Before, in my case, I'm good everywhere. So you can take me everywhere and I'm gonna feel comfortable. They used to say like, I'm gonna take you to the deep water. I was born in the deep water. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Take me wherever you want to take me. He started to talk about the war we had against Russia, and that he said something. Now I understand why the Russians put the bombs in Georgia, and many kids died in that war. Many people died in that war. Not a lot of good things happen in the war. So when you start to joke about that kind of things, just make sure that we don't find each other anywhere, because I'm gonna take your fucking head off.
What's too far when it comes to press conferences and trash talk? Like, what's off limits in your opinion?
In my case, it's real. because I had press conference where I was respectful to my opponents because they were respectful to me. But when they try to go a different way, bro, I'm never looking for a problem. But if the problem comes to me, I say no fucking problem.
Yeah.
For now, though.
Skill development I'm bringing in the sport, they never felt it. They never saw it. So this is what's going to happen with Charles. He thinks that he has some opportunities, but the reality is that he has not. The only thing he has to do is like show up, and I'm going to do the rest.
What are you envisioning now as far as the way the fight goes?
I'm going to finish him in the first round. Listen, my mentality is always like that. If I'm walking in the street with my wife and someone says something to her, I'm not gonna ask him how much is your weight, how much is your reach or height or this or that. Like, I will stay there and I'm gonna take his head off. And this is how I think. Like, this is the fight business. I don't care how much is your weight. If we have a fight, let's fight. If you have that 10 extra pounds, congratulations, but that's not gonna help you.
Before.
If I hurt him, he's not gonna have the chance to come back. Because my power is completely different than the other guys you mentioned before. He's gonna start to look for the takedowns and for the ground game, but I think that it's gonna be very, very quick because I'm gonna finish him in the first 2 or 3 minutes. Because as I told you, as I mentioned, I'm not gonna need to close the distance with him. We're gonna find each other since the first second. So when that happens, I'm too much for my opponents. I'm too good for them.
Fica tranquilo, está pronto para seguir la pelea. Está ganado. Sí, tú que estás hablando listo. Por eso trato.
Well, not too many boos to speak of now. Enter the former featherweight champion, Ilia Topuria. 16 have tried, 16 have failed.
But there's a difference already in how Charles is absorbing these shots. Oh, he's already flushed.
Young, I have a lot of things for improve, and I'm the next champion, you know. And that was what I was saying since long time ago.